For over 4,500 years, the pyramids of Egypt have stood as one of the greatest mysteries in human history. Massive stone blocks, weighing up to 80 tons. No modern machines, no cranes, no advanced tools. So how did an ancient civilization build structures that still confuse engineers today? Let's uncover what really happened. The most famous pyramid is the Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu. It contains around 2.3 million stone blocks. Each block weighs between 2 and 15 tons on average, and the entire structure was built around 2560 BC. For centuries, people believed slaves built the pyramids. But modern archaeological discoveries show something different. Workers were actually skilled laborers. They were fed well, housed near the construction site, and respected for their work. So how did they move stones that weighed as much as a modern truck? One of the most accepted theories is the ramp system. Large ramps made of mud brick and limestone were built around the pyramid. Workers placed the blocks on wooden sledges. Then, they poured water on the sand in front of the sledges. Surprisingly, wet sand reduces friction. This made it easier to drag the heavy stones. Experiments today prove this method actually works, but moving the stones was only part of the challenge. The real question is, how did they place them with such unbelievable precision? The Great Pyramid is aligned almost perfectly with true north. Not approximately, not roughly, almost perfectly. Even today, using modern instruments, achieving that level of accuracy would require advanced surveying tools. So how did they do it more than 4,000 years ago? One theory suggests they used the stars. Ancient Egyptian astronomers carefully observed the night sky. By tracking specific stars and their movement, they could determine true north with remarkable precision. That means the pyramid was not just a tomb, it was an astronomical project, a structure connected to the cosmos. And that changes everything. As the pyramid grew taller, the engineering became even more complex. It was not just about stacking stones, it was about weight distribution. Inside the Great Pyramid, there are chambers and passageways designed to reduce pressure from millions of tons of stone above. Above the king's chamber, massive granite blocks were placed in a specific layered design. These blocks act like pressure relief systems. Without them, the chamber would have collapsed thousands of years ago. Think about that. They understood structural stress long before modern engineering existed. This was not primitive construction. This was calculated design. For a long time, movies and books claimed slaves built the pyramids. But archaeological discoveries tell a different story. Near the pyramids, researchers found workers' villages. These villages included bakeries, storage areas, and sleeping quarters. The workers were fed meat regularly. That was not common for slaves in ancient times. Some tombs even honored the workers. That suggests something powerful. The builders were respected. They were organized into teams, and they likely saw their work as a sacred duty. This was not forced labor. This was national ambition. Even with all modern discoveries, some mysteries remain. We still do not know exactly how the highest stones were placed. We still debate whether external ramps, spiral ramps, or internal ramps were used. And that uncertainty is fascinating, because it reminds us of something important. Ancient civilizations were not inferior. They were different. They solved problems in ways we are still trying to fully understand. The pyramids are not impossible. They are proof of human determination, organization, and vision. The greatest mystery is not how they built the pyramids. It is why we underestimate the people who built them. If you enjoy uncovering secrets like this, if you like exploring the mysteries of history, science, and the unknown, subscribe to this channel. New mysteries every single day. And the next mystery might change the way you see the world.